So you probably clicked on this video because you're currently at the tiers from low tier 5 all the way to low tier 3 trying to reach high tier 3 and above. I'm going to show you the best way to actively improve and give you some strats that got me to high tier 2. We are going to go over these topics: settings, healing, movement and aim, playstyle, inventory management, aggro, mending, and most importantly, gap timings. Just quickly, make sure you have good settings because it's the easiest thing you can do to just improve your skill. If you have bad settings, it will handicap you, so try to have some of these settings off. I personally prefer damage tilt off, but if you like it, you can keep it on. I do strongly recommend lowering it to at least 60% because 100 is just way too much in my opinion. Make sure to have Evo VFX off and particles off. Also, I see lots of people having GUIs that look like this, and I just think you should remove some because it just doesn't look very well in general. For the basics of healing, you just want to keep your saturation higher and mirror gap your opponent. Mirror gapping is just when you gapple right before them or right after them to keep the same saturation and continue the trades. You can run back health pot to gap as well, but for lower tier players I just recommend getting in a good habit of keeping your saturation high so you don't drop quickly, because you can improve if you just keep dropping instantly every single trade. Lots of montages and videos of higher tier players have crazy clips like this where they're hitting insane 360s, pot refills, aim, which it just makes it feel like it's unreachable to get to. But you don't need this type of aim to get high tier 3 or even low tier 2. If you try to use P crits and stay lower to the ground, you don't need this crazy aim. This doesn't mean stop critting at all. If you just stay lower to the ground, it will help you way more, because if you use your higher MS to strafe, give wacky movement to get the opponent to miss, it will be way better for you. Here's a clip of me fighting a higher tier player, a low tier 2, just strafing around and using P crits and mixing in some crits to give wacky movement and make him miss and win on durability. Having crazy flicks and good tracking can be good for some situations, but if you do position yourself with your movement keys in the right way, you don't need to force your aim to be crazy and flick all over the screen in the opponent. Okay, but how are we supposed to do this? If you watch a lot of my clips and other higher tier players, they always know how to disengage and get back to heal. Movement in this game mode is very important, and it's the thing that separates good players from great ones. Try to keep distance between you and your opponent so you can get back to heal or land in random strafe hits. You have to try this out because once you get it down, the timings will come to you naturally. This is a lot of where game sense ties into Ned's pot. And one last thing about using movement and strafes against your opponent, any ping can get strafed out. You just have to find the right timings and right position to do so. If you're not strafing someone because they're taking no knockback, you need to find out how to make them take knockback. Whether that is holding S for longer, pushing in to aggro more, or to move around them and circle strafe them. There isn't much I want to say about playstyle, but just try to keep it balanced. You don't want to end up aggroing too much at the start and lose all your buffs and healing when you need them later in the round. You don't need health pots to aggro, and I will show you how at the end of the video you can aggro without using health pots. There are lots of minor mistakes that I find lower tier players having when they're doing their inventory management. So I'm just going to give you a rundown of the basics. You always want to have at least 2 pots in your hotbar in case you need to totem, heal, or aggro someone very quickly. Refilling is one of the most mechanical things you're going to need to learn, but actively thinking about your pots will help you because there's so many times you can refill where people just forget to. If you're really good at mechanically, you can try doing refills like this, but they aren't very beneficial and can usually lead to mistakes. So try sticking to refills you know you can do. There's also a method where you can butterfly click and right click at the same time in your inventory to refill fast, just like this. For aggro, you're going to want good keybinds if you want to pot better, but there are some players like Frozilly that do use scroll wheel to pot, but I still do highly recommend using keybinds because they will help stop mistakes and develop a good muscle memory on where your pots are. Before you pot on any mess, you want to create distance. There are multiple ways you can do this though. You could do this where you sprint hit your opponent away and then double pot. This is very easy and the most common way to go in pot. Make sure to jump after you pot. Don't miss out on this free durability you can get by jumping right after you pot. You do need to watch out though for opponents that will try to sprint hit you and strafe you after you're done potting. This is also a really good tactic you can use on your opponents but you need to make sure and watch out for it while fighting someone. While aggroing, you're gonna want to know how to do some jump resets. So if you guys want a tutorial on how to jump reset, I can make one in my next video. Just ask me in the comments. What I also like to do when I aggro is do these delayed crits where I just wait a second, move a little bit around the opponent, and then start doing a random jump. But if you do these random little strafes and these crits, you can get free hits in and just free durability. Okay, lastly, aggro toteming. I know aggro toteming is very known and just known everywhere. It's in every tutorial and every video. Just offhanded totem, have pots in your inventory. You can sprint hit away opponents when you totem, or you can aggro like this, where you just splash down the pots and brush into the opponent and steal their healing pot. Just wait till your opponent is gapping or potting and sprint hit them away. After that, you can go and mend. I see a lot of people taking way too long to mend, but there's a way faster way. If you just watch your armor durability to make sure it doesn't go over 400 on all the pieces, it's way faster than individually mending every single piece of armor. Finally is gap timings. This is the main focus of NetThought. Winning these gapple trades is everything for higher tiers. Try doing this where you let go of right click before your gap is done. This will eat your gapple quicker depending on your MS. In this clip, I hit my opponent once, twice, and then a crit, and then I gap. He hits me twice here, and I sprint hit him at the same time he hits me. It's also super important, right before you're about to gap, you hit them and then immediately gap. In this clip, I'm fighting my opponent when I pop his totem and sprint hit him away. Then I get a free gap and go in for a crit trade to get a free aggro. In this one, I'm doing P-crit trades with my opponent. When he crits me, I sprint him twice here, I run to gap, and he crits me once, and I start returning the crits. Here I just get a free sprint hit on him and free durability. In this clip, I get put in a really bad position to gap, but I need to follow through with an aggro or else I'll start losing dura. So if you run back to pot and come over while he's gapping and he just finished, and you start gapping here, he's just going to crit you out and you're going to get completely obliterated. So you need to follow through with your aggro or else you will lose durability here. And that's exactly what I do here to keep these crit trades even and have even durability against him. Then I follow it up with an S-hold crit and get back to gap. And again, he hits me only twice here and I hit him 3 times. So this is the best way to get durability. Okay, I'm going to do a rundown against every strat I use against this tier 2 and put it up on the screen of every strategy I used and when I used it.
I got choppers, got the chopper with the beam. This ain't real, you ain't real, this a dream. I'ma stack it, Revy high by any means. I be ballin', should be drafted to a team. Switch, bitch. I got choppers, got the chopper with the beam. This ain't real, you ain't real, this a dream. I'ma stack it, Revy high by any means. I be ballin', should be drafted to a team. Switch, bitch.
Game I plug the O and spin it, say the blues, ayy. All these perkins on euphoric, say the blues, ayy. I don't throw up all them 10s, say the blues, ayy. It's me and Saw with them back ends, be McCoos, ayy. I tell that hold them ain't my friends, we a truth, ayy. I'm always with them, how I feel, so alone, ayy. I take New York cause it remind me of home, ayy. I never needed any hand, hold my own, ayy. I'm in this function, how I feel, so alone, ayy. With them perkies, nigga, get a dog a bone, ayy. I put my heart in the cement, set in stone, ayy.
I got choppers, got the chopper with the beam. This ain't real, you ain't real, this a dream. I'ma stack it, Revy high any means. I'm a stack. I be ballin', should be drafted to a team. Switch, bitch. I got choppers, got the chopper with the beam. This ain't real, you ain't real, this a dream. I'ma stack it, Revy high by any means. I'ma stack it. I be ballin', should be drafted to a team. Switch, bitch.
Tell them, hold them, and my friends, free to ghost, ayy. Ayy, yo, little dummy, you on camera, do the most, ayy. $100 cups, we might spill, we on toast, ayy. I'm high-tech poppy, ain't no pics, I'm a ghost, ayy. You hit a potty, Leo Fizz at the door, ayy. Bro say keep coming, keep your hands at they door, ayy. Say fuck them niggas, you don't owe a nigga nothing, ayy. He dash money, treat his sister like my mother, ayy. I took a L because I cared, I'm like my mother, ayy. I told my brother I was stacking up this summer, ayy. Now here we go, here it is, what I do with it. I kinda fuck with them acorns, I want two of them.
I got choppers, got the chopper with the beam. This ain't real, you ain't real, this a dream. I'ma stack it, Revy high by any means. I'ma stack it. I be ballin', should be drafted to a team. Switch, bitch. I got choppers, got the chopper with the beam. This ain't real, you ain't real, this a dream. I'ma stack it, Revy high by any means. I'ma stack it. I be ballin', should be drafted to a team. Switch, bitch.
It started when you were with him, and how he never even took you out to dance. But did he fuck with any rhythm? And now he's playing with your head. But did he ever make you come? And did he ever make you cry? Do the wires in your mind get sewn together, rubbed and severed by the heat? And you don't know how long I can stare into your picture and wish that it was me. I guess it's different cause you love him, but I've got an interactive, sick and twisted imagination, and that's gotta count for something.
We wanna talk about sex, but we're not allowed. When we late night, but you better lay down, cause it's your turn now. Man, wasting your time, with excuses and lies. Get your face between my thighs.
I dreamt of standing in your doorstep, licking sweat off of your forehead, with your finger in my mouth, and the sound when leather jackets hit the ground. You should hear when you're not around, when it's just us horny poets who can't wait to write it down. Swear we were only being honest. Do you like these little sonnets?